Hi everyone, it's Emma, and as I said last time, today I'm going to teach you how to make a granny square. This is a crochet pattern that ends up looking about like this, if you don't know what it is. That's one of my ready-made ones that I just have sitting over there in my basket, along with a lot of others that should show you how much life I have. There it is. So, to start this, of course, you're going to have to make sure your sizes match. It's the only stitches you need for this pattern are double crochet and a chain stitch. So first you make your slip knot. You put your hook through it, pull it sort of tight, and then you have to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that you've got these 6 chained together, you're going to have to connect them in a loop. How you do this is you put your hook through the farthest end of your chain. So now you've got both those loops on there. You wrap your hook around here, this strand here that's connected to this yarn, and you pull it through both your loops. Oh, and I take it back, you will have to know single crochet for this one. Now, this is where you'll need your single crochet, once a row, I think. You're going to put your hook through the center of your big loop here. Well, it's tiny, but it's bigger than a chain stitch. You're going to wrap it around this strand, so you pull it through, and now you've got 2 loops on here. Then you pull it through here, so you've made your single crochet, and then you chain 2. So 1, 2. The next thing you do is you're going to double crochet 2. So 1, 2. Depending on your yarn and your hook size, for your corners, which is what you have now, you're going to want to chain 2 or 1. But I always do 2. I think that makes it end up looking a lot better. So I chain 2, and I start going around with 3 double crochets. And I always try and hold this little end right near the loop, so I just cover it up as I go. So I double crochet 1, 2, and 3. Then now you've got like 2 little squares right here. You're gonna chain 2 again. So 1, 2. You put your hook back through the middle of here, and you double crochet 3 more. So 1, that's 2, and that's 3. You're going to do the same thing again, so now you've got kind of 3 sides of a square. So now you're going to make your final sides. So chain 2, wrapped around, and double crochet 3. So 1, 2, 3. Again, now you're going to single crochet. So 1, 2, and I've got to keep pulling yarn out of here. And then you're going to have to put this hook through this first loop here that's on top of your squares, and pull this yarn through here, both these loops at once. You're going to do the same thing to the next one, same thing to the next one, all across the top of your square. and you're going to hit this right here, this chain stitch, and you're going to do a single crochet through the inside of it. So you're just wrapped around your chain stitch and you've got your single crochet, and then you're going to chain stitch 2, so 1, 2. And then you're going to double crochet 2 more. So wrap it around, go through, wrap it around, go through. So now you have one of these up here. And now you're going to single crochet 2 more, and you're going to put this next one in the same little hole because it's going to make it a corner. Okay, so you're going to double crochet 3 more now. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to chain 2 more. And you're going to do the same thing on this one that you did over here. So double crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to chain 1 or chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to double crochet the next 3. And you're going to do this the whole way around here. Now, this seems fairly repetitive, but when you get to your next row, you're going to change something. It's going to make it so you don't have an entire square of corners, because that would just not be a square or a blanket or look good. Unless you're a lot more talented than I am, which is a possibility. So just finish up making this little square. You can pause me if I'm getting ahead of you. And then you're going to chain your 2 on the end of here, and you're going to finish this side the same way you did the last one, by putting this hook through the last, the stitch closest to you, and pulling this yarn through both, and doing the same thing down this side. Okay, so now that you've reached this end, you're going to make another corner of a square just over this corner. So single and chain 2, and then double, double, chain, chain, double, 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 and then you're going to chain 2. And when you reach here, you're just going to do 3 double crochets. So you're going to wrap it around and do 1 double, 2 double, 3, 3 double. This yarn is fairly slippery, for me at least. I think it's like 20 years old. My grandma gave it to me. And then you're going to chain 2, just the same as you did over here. You're going to do this corner the same way you did the others, by double crocheting 3, and then chaining 2, and then double crocheting the next 3. So now you can see how your square is developing. You've got one little square and a square around it, and you've made another side of your next square. So you're going to chain 2 and just do the same thing over here as you did over here. So double crochet 3, 1, 2, 3. So you just follow this pattern going all the way around, make it bigger until it's reached the size you wanted. This is a good method for using your scrap yarn, but when you put it all together, when you sew it all together, you want to make sure you've got all the same brand of yarn, the same weight and everything, otherwise it'll wash and dry differently and it'll come apart. Or you can just make it a very huge granny square as one blanket. That can look pretty too. Good luck with your projects. I hope you'll watch my next videos.